tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
A very solid gain of 27.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
The big reason this team led the league in offense, their offensive line. Monster strength. 3 Pro Bowlers last year in Alejandro Villanueva, David DeCastro, and Marquise Pouncey. Kept their quarterbacks upright to throw it downfield and carved a lot of holes for their runners.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here as he's taken down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Where they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and goal. The lone man of the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Again, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A reminder coming up at halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Marshall now, the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Roethlisberger now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already?
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Space to maneuver at the 40. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And all the way up to the 46. And Watkins, you see him there, still down and slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jace Amaro, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Butker now to kick this one away. Now White on the return. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he's brought down. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a carry now to Keith Marshall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to...
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by David Anderson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, and he finds McDonald. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll go again with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On the counter, here's Bell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at him. We've got him now.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these